she's so fine. Hell of a ride, blows my mind. Hell of a ride, lights my day.
What's good, guys? This story is coming out of Chicago via the Chicago Tribune in an article wrote by Catherine Rosenberg Douglas. Came out yesterday. At least 8 party bus riders wounded in Old Town Triangle in one of 3 mass shootings. 15-year-old killed in another. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. The statistics that I'm going to give you in this article are detrimental. I mean, it's unreal. 4 men and 2 women who had been using a party bus service, and 2 of the bus's people were shot late last night near a gas station in the Old Town Triangle neighborhood on the north side. The shooting was at least the 3rd with 5 or more victims in about 6 hours. 6 p.m., police were called to separate shootings 10 minutes apart, both in North Lawndale, one of which left a 15-year-old dead and a 16-year-old gravely wounded. 5 people were shot at each site. I'll reread that. 5 people were shot at each of those sites. Between 5:40 p.m. yesterday and 1:40 a.m. today, 27 people were shot and 3 died of their injuries. The spate of high-profile attacks came days after David Brown announced this new 50-person team dedicated to firearm investigations, which is separate from the one the president and his administration wanted. David Brown addressed the ongoing violence during a late morning news conference today, along with Deputy Chief Brendan Denahan, who heads the detectives, providing an update on the mass shooting investigations. They said those injured in the party bus shooting specifically were targeted when the bus stopped at a gas station for riders to use the restroom. So somebody was following them, waiting for them to stop, and that's when they shot them up. Brown said many of the victims so far have been uncooperative with detectives. What does that tell you? We as police officers have to stand guard in these communities when they have these types of incidents where it's targeted, he said. People are not cooperating who are victims, which signals to us we want revenge, and we don't want police solving this case because we want revenge. We want to retaliate. We don't want you taking them to jail. That signals to us when you don't cooperate, when you're silent, that you prefer street justice. And I will just say this. Street justice is never ending. The appetite for revenge is never satisfied. It only harms. It only ruins your community. Officers were called to the 1600 block of North LaSalle minutes before midnight to investigate the party bus shooting. Investigators said it wasn't immediately clear whether those who had been shot had been on the party bus or standing outside. A dark gray Jeep Grand Cherokee approached the group and someone inside began shooting. Police said a black Grand Cherokee also was involved, but a description of the shooters was not released. Authorities initially located 4 victims, but that number doubled as they continued investigating, police said. Read that again. Authorities initially located 4 victims, but that number doubled as they continued investigating. Those injured: a man, 27, shot in the chest, dropped off at Northwestern, critical condition. 23-year-old man, shot in the groin, serious condition at Northwestern. A woman, 26, shot in the leg, taken to Northwestern, fair condition. 24-year-old man, shot in the arm, fair condition at Northwestern. 42-year-old man, shot in the leg, taken to Advocate, Illinois Masonic Medical Center in fair condition. 52-year-old man, taken in fair condition to Illinois Masonic Medical Center. 29-year-old man, shot in the arm and dropped off at Rush University, later transferred to Strauger Hospital, where he is in fair condition. A woman, 26, dropped off at Jackson Park Hospital, possible gunshot wound to the hand, listed in good condition. That's a picture from the scene at the gas station with the party bus. The 42-year-old and 52-year-old men are employees of the party bus company. The 23-year-old was an unintended target in their vehicle just pumping gas. Investigators said they are hopeful they will get cooperation from people such as those two employees. They are also reviewing private surveillance as well as city surveillance cameras and asking for help from the community. We are in a battle for the heart and soul of some of our communities, and now is the time to speak up. We're much more effective when the community speaks up and gives information. Brown was joined by Pastor James Brooks from Harmony Community Church in North Lawndale, who said he lives in the community, knows the people, bad reputation. We have to be relentless. We are not going to ever quit on this community. We believe in the people of Chicago, Brown said, adding that he does not want to paint everyone with a broad brush. I'm calling out this element of the community that wreaks havoc. They terrorize people. Along with the 15-year-old who was killed in one of the two North Lawndale attacks, 2 other men were killed in an unrelated shooting around 9 p.m. yesterday in the near West Side neighborhood. None of the 3 had been identified by the medical examiner as of this morning. The 2 men were standing in the first block of Northwestern Avenue when a red Honda SUV drove past and someone inside the vehicle started shooting at the men, 31 and 28, police said. The 28-year-old was shot in the head, arm, and foot. The 31-year-old was shot, but police did not have additional information about his injuries. Both were taken by paramedics to Strasburg, where they were pronounced dead. And I think it's sad that kids, come on, guys. This revenge shit is not working. I hope the community speaks up in this case and in these cases, and someone is brought to justice. But see, nobody cooperating, that's a bad sign. I read those stories from New York yesterday. Nobody's cooperating. You know, the police ain't stupid. They know that they want street justice, and that's why they don't want anybody to go to jail. I'm going to end the story on that note, but I definitely wanted to let people know what is going on in Chicago, and will continue to do so. Thanks for watching, guys.